Serious question for you. As a society, should we be focused on ourselves or be looking out for the person next to us? Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Joe Bird, but most importantly, you've been hearing me talk about success, what it is, and how to get it in the three areas of life that I focus on: happiness, health, and wealth. And so today I want to really talk about should we be more empathetic? Should we be more caring for others? Should we be looking out for the next person over looking out for ourselves? And before you just click on this and be like, oh, he ain't talking about nothing. Oh, I already know the answer to this. Listen to this video all the way through, but listen to it. Don't, when you hear me say certain things, don't start a judgment in your head. Oh, he don't know about this. Oh, he's talking about this is silly. Actually listen to what I'm saying. And so, short answer, I'm going to tell you my opinion: no, we do not need to be focused on the next person. And here's the reason why. We need to focus on ourselves. We need to fix our own lives. And you got to understand this: your life is your life, my life is my life. Meaning, I can't know what's good for your life. You can't know what's best for my life. So, with that being said, and if you acknowledge that with me, let me know. If I can't make the best decision for you in life, and we've seen this over and over and over again through governments. Let's just be honest. The governments makes decisions for the masses of society. And every society that I've been able to live in, I've seen there's people who are doing great, there's people who are doing okay, and then there's people that's just struggling on the streets with nothing. And this is every country I've been in. And it's not like there is a real food problem in the world. Every country I've been in, no matter how rich or poor that country is as a whole, they all throw food away. Like, we have to start looking at life for what it is. And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about people who are living in the year 2023. Because so many times people want to use the analogy of, what about the person living in the bushes? What about the person that don't live with electricity? What about the person that's living off the grid somewhere? They're not in modern society. Those people live off the land. They're living a free life, or as free as they want to be in that area, or they can be. Now, so because those type of people, those are people that are not having access to cell phones. They probably don't have access to internet. Maybe not even have access to running water. Now, look, these same group of people exist in the U.S. too. Let me just let you know that, so you don't think it's just your home country that has these issues. It's all over the world. And so with that out the way, knowing that we're not talking about those people, now let's talk to the people who are living in the year 2023. Meaning, you've seen generations, you've seen friends, you've seen family that is struggling, that are going through things, that are doing things on a daily basis. And the reality of it is, these are usually some of the most nicest people in the world. Nothing inside of them care enough to focus on their life. And you see this very much in mothers. Mothers are the nicest people in the world. They're making sure their kids eating healthy, making sure their kids are actually getting exercise activity. But if you really take a look at them, they never carve out time for themselves. And think about this. Will those kids do better because their mother is giving them everything that they want? Or will those kids do better if that mother is living as long as possible to help raise them as long as possible? You know, we don't want to look at the opposite side of the coin. However, we know what the opposite coin of the coin is. We're all going to die one day. And so with that, let's just get it out of our head oh, it's a bad thing. It's a circle of life. It's something that's going to happen. And so with mothers, and you see more with single mothers, they give everything. They put all of their energy into trying to make their kids happy. But they're not putting an ounce of energy into making their life happy. And we have to stop this cycle. When Albert Einstein said, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome is the definition of insanity, that is true. I'm living proof of it. I kept eating over and over the same foods over again, eating the same way all again, had the same exercise habits. And I kept thinking, oh, one day I'm going to lose weight. Oh, one day I'm going to be smaller. One day I'm going to be healthier. And guess what? That day never did come. It literally led me to almost dying. Literally. There's no joke about it. And so until I actually started changing my actions, my habits, but most importantly, I started focusing on me. I stopped caring about everybody else. Stop caring about how can I help this next person? How can I help me? Like, that's how I started getting my life back. I became a very egocentric person. And we've all been taught in school, we've all been taught this psychology, which is literally slave psychology of, oh, the ego is the enemy. You got all these books about it. And no one has never really took the time to really identify the ego. Like when you're doing egoic things, you're focused on you. You're focused on what's making you happy. And when you do those things that not only make you happy, it has a compounding effect because the people around you are around a happy version of you. People don't like to be around miserable people. That's just the truth. People like to be around happy people because when people are around happy people, that happiness spreads into their life. And then you're making a compounding effect where other people are more happy. However, we have to understand the laws of society that we're living in today. They were not meant for us to be free and happy. Let's be very clear about that. Like, so many times we've been brainwashed to believe or programmed to believe. Same thing though. And it's all of this comes from the education system. Now, I'm not anti-education. I'm not bashing the education system. I'm just calling it what it is. We need to start realizing most teachers out here are not good teachers at all. They're actually horrible teachers who shouldn't be anywhere near children because most of them are abusive. Let's be very clear about that. I remember emotionally abusive teachers growing up all the way through until I finished high school. You hear this story all the time when you watch shows like American Idol or these reality shows with people with talents, and there are always at least one or two people on there. Oh, this is for that teacher that told me I wouldn't be nothing. You always hear it from people that when they make it into fame, oh, this person told me I wouldn't be nothing. That was my driving factor. And so because of that, where did all these things come from? It came from when the Industrial Revolution started, which was the assembly line, and it was making us to become cheap labor, or AKA slaves. Like every country I go to, everyone's trying to say the problem with unemployment is because people need more education. However, every country I go to, women are the most educated people in there, and they're the hardest ones to find a job. Like, we have to start looking at things for the way they are. We have to understand we're in the year 2023 now. And so because of that, we have to become egocentric. We have to focus on our lives. What do we want in our life? How do we want to get it? And the thing is, we keep being told motivation. You just need to get motivated. Get motivated. Go get a motivational coach. It's bullshit, yo. Motivation is not what it takes to become successful. It takes sacrifice. Sacrifice is what it takes. What are you willing to give up right now in your life to become the person you want to be a year from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? What are you willing to give up? You cannot get what you want right now thinking the way you are right now. Your current mindset can only get you the things that you're currently seeing with around you. I'm even living proof of it. My goal is to become a multi-billionaire. Guess what? I have to learn how to manage money at this level where I'm at. So I have to make even sacrifices at this level. And even though people are like, oh, you're living the cush, you're living this great life, there's levels to this shit. And if you want to keep progressing to a higher level in your life, you have to find a new thing to sacrifice. It may be sacrificing your time from friends and family. It may be sacrificing your time from doing certain hobbies. You may not go out at night anymore. You may stop drinking. You may stop investing money into things that don't matter anymore. So you may stop eating out as much. You may start cooking at home. All of these things are sacrifices. Kobe Bryant didn't become Kobe Bryant because he was motivated. He became Kobe Bryant because he was willing to sacrifice his time. He was willing to make all his hobbies around basketball and training to become better. Tiger Woods didn't become Tiger Woods because he was motivated by his dad to be the best golfer in the world. It took him to sacrifice most of his childhood. He sacrificed those times instead of going out playing with friends on the street. He was out there on a golf course with grown men learning and picking up their skills. Even if you look at business people, look at CEOs, look at these people. They did not get there by luck. Yes, everyone wants to keep telling us, like, oh, these people are lucky. It's bullshit. Luck does not exist in this world. The only thing that exists in this world is sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice to become the person that you want to be? And think about it. Why are you not learning this in grade school? Why are you not learning this in high school? Why are you not learning this in the universities? Why are you not learning this in the workplace? The information is all out here in books. However, no one is teaching this stuff. And the books that they teach us to learn from is all bullshit and it's outdated. Like right now, there's somebody who's taking a psychology course in the universities, and your psychology information is wrong. It is completely wrong. If you want to get up into psychology and really learning yourself, you can get this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, by Dr. Joseph Murphy. That's one book. You can get Atomic Habits by James Clear. That's another book. Unreasonable Success and How to Achieve It by Richard Koch. Like, these are psychology books. They're teaching you how to discover yourself. And the only way you can discover yourself is by becoming an egoic, self-centered person. We have to stop being selfless in this world. Like I tell people, I have no desire to be selfless anymore. I'm not here to save this world. I'm not here to hop on a grenade for someone. If something happened, I'm getting down and protecting myself. I'm not worried about the next person. It's not my job. I did not come here for that. You didn't come here to save me. You didn't come here to save the next person. We have to realize we came here to live our lives. We're having a human experience. And this human experience has been very much corrupted and contaminated. All of history is a lie to us. All of our education system is just slavery. All of our work system is slavery. We're living in a slave system and we're not even recognizing it. And what I mean by that is, now more than ever, some of the people who have the less finances in the world are paying the most to be the poorest in the world. Even no matter what country I go to, I always see people who don't bring in anywhere near the amount of money that I bring in. And they have iPhones, the newest stuff, all of these clothes, wearing Louis Vuitton, Gucci. I don't wear that, yo. Because I'm not a slave to brands anymore. I'm not a slave to marketing anymore. There was a time where, oh, I just wanted Nikes. I just wanted this. And then when I started realizing, why am I paying somebody else so they can go live their dream every day? And then I got to sit here and go hustle and work 2-3 jobs, working doing private security at night, while just so I can buy their brand. And they're just living their life. They don't do nothing all day. That's when I started changing my mindset around brands, things like this, how I circulate money. And so really focus on, what do you want in your life right now? Where do you want to be in your life? And write this down. Don't just think about it in your head. If you think about it in your head, you're going to forget about it in about 5 minutes. We live in such a world of so much communication and so much distractions come through. Like, our mind is cluttered and contaminated on a daily basis, especially with, now I know most people, when they hear that, they're like, no, I focus. I be thinking about what I want. Are you thinking about what you want? Are you writing it down? Or are you scrolling Facebook like, oh, I would like that. Oh, I need that. Those are different things. Needing and want is not the same energy. Want is an abundance. Need is scarcity. Most of us have always been taught, you shouldn't want more. Be grateful for what you have. Your needs are covered. That is scarcity thinking. That is slave thinking. We have to quit thinking like slaves. It is time for us to change our emotional intelligence and start realizing, to get the things that we want, we must make sacrifices to do it. Like, it's all about sacrifice. If you want to get healthier, what are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice your time and going in the gym? And are you going to be committed to it? Or are you willing to sacrifice some of those foods you so-called love? And are you going to be committed to that? It's all about sacrifice to get what you want in this world. And I want to end it on this. Like, no one is going to come save you. I can't speak for other religious doctrines, because I believe there's things in there that There's a reason why Islamic people, Hindu people, all these other groups, they're able to be successful when they go to different communities. There's a closeness. They understand how to be one because there's things written inside their doctrines that's not in Christianity. And most Christians, even though people are going to disagree with me up and down, most Christians don't read their doctrine. Most Christians have never read the Bible. Even when people try to stop me on the street, oh, can I tell you about the Bible? No, you can't. You have no freaking clue what that Bible's talking about. You don't even know where the Bible was referenced from. You don't know where the original text come from. So because of this, or if you grew up in the Christian doctrine, more than ever, you have to really start figuring out what you want in your life. Because we all have this white savior complex, and it doesn't mean you believe in the white Jesus. Because even a lot of these woke people who are like, oh, Hotep this, oh, my black brother this, and they just as much looking for a white savior also. They're looking for luck. Most people have exchanged the image of Jesus or God with luck. Oh, I'm gonna just get lucky one day. Ooh, one day I'm gonna just hit the lottery. I'm gonna get lucky. Oh, if I go do this, I'm gonna get lucky. Luck does not exist in this world. This world is an ordered, organized world that falls under certain laws. Everything that happens in this world happens through laws. If you wondering now why like countries like the US is starting to go through the decline that they're going in and other countries are starting to get better, it's because the US is getting hit by karma. The law of cause and effect will come back and get you, even the biggest country out there. That's why countries like Portugal, who used to be one of the world powers, look at them now. Look at Argentina. Look at Spain. Look at Italy. Like, look at these countries. The things are happening because of the law of cause and effect. We may call it karma and stuff like that. However, that's what it is. We're governed by universal laws. You need to start understanding these laws. And before you can start understanding them, you got to start understanding how to use your mind. And I'm not talking about your brain. Your brain is not your mind. Your brain is just a network board. Your mind is who you really are. And when you start tapping into that, you're going to start changing your world. And then you're going to start seeing sacrifice is a beautiful thing. Sacrifice is a wonderful thing because with sacrifice, it gives you the space to expand to something you've never been before. And that's what we're here for on this human experience. We're not here to save everybody in the world. We're here to grow and be better on ourselves, become better persons, be better versions of ourselves, be bigger expansions of ourselves. Because as we become bigger expansions, we can start making more money. We can start earning different multiple streams of income. We can start earning our time freedom back. We can start getting that financial freedom. Then from there is when you start using your money, your resources, your tools to help other people while you're still focused on you. And that's the key that no one is telling us. This is why every country in the world, most governments are telling us, oh, hate the rich people. Oh, these wealthy people, they're taking advantage because they're not paying taxes. Did you ever realize that there's a reason why they don't pay taxes? You don't want to pay taxes to the government. You should be wanting to create businesses, create jobs for people who are not at that level yet. And you can only do that by focusing on yourself. Because there was a quote from, I believe it was Albert Einstein I got this morning. I get quotes to my phone every day. And he talked about, I'm gonna just paraphrase it, how the mindset you have right now today cannot get you to the things that you want tomorrow. You must have the mindset of tomorrow to get to the things that you want for tomorrow. Now that may sound a little confusing to some people, but really break that down and think about it. The mindset you're gonna go to bed with today, that is gonna be the mindset that you wake up with tomorrow. And so if you have the same mindset as today, and you waking up with that as today that you have tomorrow, why should things change in your life? Really think about that. So I hope you got some value from that. I know this is a little deep for Saturday, however, we gotta start being real tonight. I can't sugarcoat this information. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like it's times it's hitting me like, like when I realized I had to budget again, I'm like, fuck, I gotta do this again. However, that sacrifice of budgeting a day and setting up my budget is what's gonna help me become that billionaire 2, 3, 4 years from now. And so I hope you got some value from this. Hit the like button if you like this. Share this content if you know someone who's out there like, man, I really want answers. Because the other thing that we got to realize too, if you're living in the year 2023, meaning in technology, you have the answers to all your questions in front of you. You're watching it right now on your phone. Like, I'm filming it from my phone. All the answers we need are at our hands, at a fingertips grip. And if we don't take the time to use it and learn how to utilize that resource, we're never going to get anything in life. No one is going to bring the information to you, not even me. Even though I do these videos every day, I share everything that I'm learning. I go over all the research. Even though I'm going to be doing speaking engagements and things, I'm not coming to your house to tell you this. I'm just not going to do that. No one is going to do that. I'm not going to dangerous hoods to talk to this information. I'm not putting my life in jeopardy to try to share this information when those same people in those neighborhoods, those areas, they can just hop on their phone and watch it on YouTube. Like, we have to stop expecting someone to come save us, and we need to start using the resources around us and save ourselves. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.